Hey everyone, it's me, Ivana Mil Elizondo from Silver Moon Astrology and Transpersonal Counseling, also known as Silver Moon Counseling. Yay, my website is actually up. Yes, it is. If you want to take a look, browse. It's really simple. I'm not a professional web designer, so I did the best that I could. Let me know what you think. And it's silvermooncounseling.org, silvermooncounseling.org. I do offer mental health counseling. I offer transpersonal counseling. I offer, of course, astrology and life coaching. And so there's a variety of services that I offer. You're more than welcome to tap into any of those. Reach out if you're interested. But I'm here right now because this is going to be part one of a three-part series that I'm going to do here very quickly, pertaining to everything that's going on today, the new moon in Pisces, and it is 3/2/22, which is March 2nd, 2022. So there is a lot going on with this particular new moon, but there's different themes that I want to tap into in case you might be interested. So this is going to be part one. I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible. That's why I'm kind of the witchy number 3. All right, so here we go. Oh, before I move on, I want to say thank you to everybody who's reached out. My heart monitor is officially off. It's been sent off. It's been, looked at. But here's the interesting part. Here's the crazy part, okay? My bestie, okay, she made a comment to me and she said, if you don't get a handle on what's going on, like spiritually and, mentally, emotionally, you are working your way to a heart attack, right? And I was like, oh, and she's a cardiac nurse. I was like, I'm not doing that. I refuse to do that. I sat with myself, meditated, listened to some heartbeat music, okay, and gone. My symptoms, gone. Like gone. Okay, now are they hiding in there? Hope not, but I've been feeling really well. I refuse to have a heart attack. I refuse to have any heart issues. Like I'm not going to do that to myself. Not for stress, not for anxiety, not for whatever it is, not for the astrology or the cosmos. Nope. So I do have an echocardiogram today. We'll see how that goes, but I have been feeling amazing. So thank you all who have reached out. I will give you the update and see what, I'm sure it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay, so let's get into this new moon because it is super dynamic. I am going to show you the chart for today. I'm hoping that my voice lasts through these videos because right now I'm like, Yeah, okay, so the new moon is in Pisces. It happens today, March 2nd, at the time as 11:37 a.m. and this is Central Standard Time, guys, Central Standard Time. Sometimes I get pings saying, well, you got the wrong time. And I'm like, well, that's what my program shows. That's what the calculation shows. So 11:37 a.m. Central Standard Time, adjust your time zone. So here we go. Here is the new moon. I love this. This is so dynamic. So here's the new moon. Okay, it is happening at 12 degrees and 7 minutes. Now I'm showing you the degrees this time because this is actually pretty cool. All right, so we have this new moon at 12 degrees and 7 minutes. And then Jupiter is hanging along here in Pisces with this new moon, right? It's at 14 degrees. And so it is within the 3-degree potentiality, like it's super strong, right? So I cannot say that this new moon does not include Jupiter. It does include Jupiter. In Pisces, Jupiter owns Pisces or Pisces owns Jupiter, one of the two, okay? But we also have Neptune here within this 10-degree, and 10 degree is the orbs that I typically use for an extended orb. Here in Pisces, and Neptune also feels very comfortable at home in Pisces. So this is going to be like a super duper duper Piscean new moon. And that's why I'm really excited. Okay, I'm going to come back and refer to part 2 of the video with this, what's going on with Jupiter and Neptune. And that's going to be in a different video if you want to come back and watch that. So we do have this Piscean energy going on. And then we also have Aquarius energy, 19 degrees and 19 degrees here with Mercury and Saturn in Aquarius. Look at these degrees, like these are crazy. And then we have Pluto, Mars, and Venus at 27 degrees in Capricorn. All right, so there you go. That's the chart. And then the lone man out, look at this. Here's Uranus, the lone man out. Here's Uranus and Taurus, right? Uranus is the lone man out, likes to be an individual, likes to be eccentric, likes to be outside the box. So I'm not surprised that, Uranus is hanging out alone in that part of the chart. Okay, so let's talk about this amazingly beautiful new moon. Now, I feel that this new moon is going to be an opportunity to really tap into that more spiritual vibe. Okay, we've got a lot going on, externally, and I think that this new moon is going to be the perfect opportunity for you to tap into that Piscean spiritual compassion altruism vibe. Okay, now the new moon always is an opportunity to set new intentions for this lunar month, and wherever it falls in your chart, you want to really tap into the opportunities in that part of your life. So if you don't have an individual chart done, reach out, we can definitely do one. So this Piscean energy, it's water, right? It's mutable water, and so there's this ethereal quality to Pisces energy. It likes to escape. That's why sometimes they're known as the potheads, okay, or the escapists, because that Piscean energy has a more difficult time here in the 3D physical world. It's not like that Capricorn energy that is about structure and foundation. Piscean energy is very much about the spirit. It's very much about the intuitiveness. It's very much about the collectiveness on an emotional and energetic connection or vibe. Vibe is the word I'm looking for. Okay, and so this new moon is going to be an opportunity for you to really tap into that higher sense of self-awareness. Now, when we talk about mindfulness, we use mindfulness as a means of saying, hey, you need to be in the present moment. And that's amazing. We want to practice mindfulness, but you want a mindfulness plus, you want mindfulness and this is a new moon to be able to do that, because this is going to give us the opportunity to step into conscious awareness. Conscious awareness means that you are not only in tune with yourself spiritually, but you're also in tune with everything around you, Mother Earth, okay, the animals, the plants, humanity. And so this conscious awareness is about intentionally tapping in to all of that energy, that spiritual energy, okay? Now, spirituality is not necessarily, I'm not referring to religion. Religion is separate. Those are the rules, those are the structure, right? Spirituality is getting to know you, who you are, your place in the cosmos, getting to finding your purpose in life, finding meaning. That's existentialism, right? But spirituality is a part of that. How you fit into your own existence with a divinity, without a divinity, okay? And how you fit in and how you connect with the spirituality and consciousness of everything around you, basically, okay? This is a moon to tap into that kind of stuff. And so I'm really excited because I love that kind of stuff, okay? So what am I trying to say here? There are potentially opposing factors to this moon. And I don't mean opposing like conflict, okay? It's an opportunity for you to step outside of that physical 3D experience that you're having. Yes, we grow up, we go to school, right? We graduate, we get a degree, we get married, buy a house, have kids, go to vacation, buy the cars, vacation, whatever. We retire, we go. Those are checking those 3D things off the list. This new moon is not asking you to do that. This new moon is asking you to step outside of your collectiveness, okay, and really say, where do I need to move intuitively as opposed to what I've been doing structurally? This is not a transactional moon. This is a spiritual intuitive moon. And I keep saying that because I'm really trying to drive we've been so disconnected. Like we are, as a humanity, we are so disconnected from our spiritualness. And then we wonder why we have mental illness. We wonder why we have physical illness, because we've been completely cut off from our own spiritual energy. So with that being said, okay, it's interesting because when that Jupiter moon, connect every single month, because the moon goes around, right? Every single month. every time Jupiter and the moon connect, I always feel like I cannot stop eating. It's like an excess of eating. And it's like I eat for like 48, hours straight. Like I've already had 2 breakfasts and it's like barely 10:30. Right. So this moon and Jupiter is an expansion of. Now, to some extent, could that go wonky on you? Sure, it could, because an excess could create laziness or overindulgence. So we do want to be very mindful of that, okay, with this new moon. It is about spirituality, but you also don't want to take it to the extreme. You want to be mindful and consciously aware of how you are practicing your own spirituality. But this energy of this new moon could also create some, like that didn't come out at all. Like, did you notice what just happened there? That was like an overindulgence of like words wanting to come out of nothing happened, nothing. Yeah. So with this Jupiter energy, with this Neptune and Jupiter energy, with this new moon, it is about being aware of where the boundaries are not, if that makes sense. Okay. There's an understanding of spirituality as growth and potential and consciousness, and that's great. But you also want to be aware of where you're lacking those boundaries, right? We do want to tap into that Capricorn energy because of everything that's going on in Capricorn. It's almost like life is asking us to, hey, step outside, take a look collectively, but also be very mindful of where the boundaries are missing as well. So that's another opportunity for you to take a look at. But ultimately, I have to say, like, I cannot address this video, right, or push this video out without addressing, what's going on with Ukraine. Like, I got to tell you, and I'm sure I'm not the only one on planet Earth that was thinking this, right? But when that happened, when the invasion happened, I thought to myself, wow, humanity sucks. Like, that was my initial instinct, right? Like, really? This is humanity, right? Like, at this day and age, yes, we already know we can blow each other up. Yes, we know that we could go kaboom at any moment. Like, collectively, we should be beyond this at a spiritual conscious level. We should be beyond this, right? But then the sunflowers and the beautiful older lady that was giving sunflowers to the Russian soldiers, probably spelled sunflowers, but was in the show of grace, right? And the unity of the Ukrainian people, like the hope that's coming from this. And to me, I was like, I went from, wow, this is humanity, to, wow, this is humanity. And that's the essence of this new moon. There's hope, there's spiritualness, there's an opportunity for collectiveness, there's an opportunity for altruism, okay, but especially hope. And so, yeah, that's this new moon. Now, there are other parts of this new moon that make this new moon more dynamic, okay, and that includes that Saturn and Mercury placements, okay, at 19 degrees of Aquarius. Aquarius energy is, that mind, that air, okay, more mental energy. So when Saturn and Mercury get together, sometimes there could be a sense of pessimism, right? Sometimes there could be a sense of things may not necessarily be working out the way we want them to, but it can also create the opportunity to find the truth, to seek the truth, okay, and to understand and communicate in a very structured, responsible, direct manner. And so you may find this, again, this very intuitive energy of Pisces with this more structural, verbal, communicative thinking approach of Saturn and Mercury in Aquarius. And it is about the collective. So don't be surprised if we start to see more people, I mean, just look on social media, right? Like, the world is coming up and supporting the Ukrainian people. There is this need for a direct communicative approach. Like, we're not, like tapping in gently. This is like, boom, we're there to support you. Okay. And then we have that Pluto energy, Mars, Pluto, and Venus in Capricorn. Again, Capricorn is earth, it's structured, it's process, it's hierarchy. And I want to be very careful how I say this, but it's kind of true. When we have this Pluto and Mars together in the sky, it usually incites some sort of conflict, okay? And World War II, what was the date? September 9th, I think. I can't remember exactly, but it was 4:45 a.m. And Mars and Pluto were in Capricorn at 27 degrees, which is where they are now. Now, am I saying that, hey, this is going to turn to World War III? No, but this is an opportunity with this amazing spiritual moon to say, hey, we're kind of back where we were, like in 1939. We're still here. This old thinking doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't work anymore. And this is an opportunity for us collectively to step in and say, how do we change this? I'm going to show you how you can do that. But and before we get there, so this Mars is super strong at 27 degrees in Capricorn. That's the best placement for Mars in the chart. It likes to get things done. Pluto there is almost forcing Mars to break down that hierarchy, break down those old patterns of thinking, those old patterns of collective consciousness. And that's why this moon is going to be really, really dynamic, is because we have this spiritual intuitive sense working as an opportunity, not against, but working as an opportunity to really step back and say, what things are not working for us anymore? What concepts, what ways of thinking, what structures are no longer working for us, because we really have to break them down and we have to address them directly with that Saturn and Mercury placement. So we got a lot going on, right? And then we can't forget the lone man out, that Uranus is sextiling all of this, and it's saying, yeah, y'all do the work, because if you don't, then I'm going to have to go in there and do the work for you. And sudden change, sudden opportunities may show up, and sometimes humanity doesn't handle that very, very easily or very well. So at least not this Taurus rising. Yeah. Anyhow, if you want to learn more, I know there was a whole bunch of this. You know, there was a lot in this new moon, because it is very dynamic. It's not conflictive necessarily energy, but there's the potential there for breaking down, or, you know, things getting bigger. So tap into your spirituality, guys. Learn who you are. Be altruistic, be compassionate. All we need is 1% of humanity to change their vibration collectively, and the rest of humanity follows. Like, Google in. All right, everyone. We're sending out blessings to the Ukrainian people. Those sunflowers are amazing. They've got power, they've got strength, they've got grace, they've got beauty. And this witchy gal and the wicked witchy gal that's not here, so wicked and witchy, are definitely supporting you. All right. Thank you all. If you want to learn more, visit that's my old one. Visit Silver Moon Astrology and Transpersonal Counseling, and the website is silvermooncounseling.org. All right, take care, everyone. Blessed be.